to
Crossfire on the soft, so strange.
Crossfire on the soft. So after his soft running of Q1, and he almost didn't make it. So we'll have a look here. Now back onto the stream. I'm gonna link it.
Why are they arguing in the chat?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Gaming community is dead. I don't play this game so much, or any game. Good for you, Kid Smoke. Yet you're still leading the championship. Let's put
they all act like they don't practice, but I feel like they do.
Oh, I admit I practice the day before for about half an hour, and then I get bored. We have.
To practice more at the okay.
I was saying we have more people back. Wait, Crossfire's gone to the pit, so I reckon he is now putting on a set of medium, seeing as everyone else has. Pretty much, apart from V and Damien, the people on track.
They're the sort of people that would need, like, softs to confirm it.
Slander being thrown at the two drivers just mentioned. Michael... We're gonna look at Michael.
Maybe they just prefer to start on them.
Maybe, because I would as well. I would prefer to start on softs, even though I am one of the front people. I don't like getting away well. I'd rather finish slow, which I usually do. We've got Michael Tibb on a lap coming down the second straight. DRS wide open. This is the first time we've actually got this shot from the angle. Now on the onboard by his shoulder through turns 14 now up to 15. The time of a 1:31.5 has been set on the mediums by Shane M, and he's lost it. Michael Tibb has lost it. He's luckily able to keep it going. He's almost gone straight into the path of restyle. Mando's retired. Mando has crashed. Oh, just past Kid Smoke. So we're gonna see if who is next. As the Sunbow or Kid Smoke had retired, but we're gonna go on Shane M's onboard, see if we can see this stranded Mando. He's just done a Giovinazzi. He's lost it through 8 and 9 and gone straight into the barrier.
Wait, when Michael crashed, was he near a Red Bull? Because I saw Restyle saying was that his fault or something just a minute ago.
Yeah. Restyle was coming through and it was his fault. He just lost it on the exit of turn 15, which, as I've said, is very easy to do. 1:31.2 now by Kid Smoke on the medium, so about 4 or 5 tenths slower.
Pace of last quali.
4 or 5 tenths slower because Kid Smoke was a 31.8 or 7. So Shane coming through. He wanted to set a second lap, and he's improved by almost a tenth. But he's gone for a second lap, and if those are the tyres he's going to start on, you really don't want to be putting a second full-paced lap on them. But he can do what he wants. Balloonatic has done the exact same thing. Toxic Jesus in third now.
Finn's gone like his third lap now on these tyres.
Is Finn going to set a third lap?
He's
got DRS. He's got DRS open, but he's got no ERS, so I don't see how he would.
There must be a cooldown lap.
Yeah, it is. The delayed upshifts give it away. The delayed upshifts give it away, and he has left it off. Yeah. He's going to try that. Crossfire Strikes, who's on a lap. I reckon he has. Oh wait, no, it was Sir Waffler who's on an outlap. So I thought it was the Aston Martin of Crossfire Strikes, and he was being held up, but he wasn't. So it is all good. Vihu coming through on an outlap through turn 3. There is a lot of congestion. I'm going to use that word through turn 7 now, as I believe Shane M or Balloonatic has let someone through. Yeah. Shane M coming through. I reckon he should have to dive into the pit. So we'll have to see these people, the front runners, if they want to be safe, they're gonna come out for a lap on softs. But if they are safe in the end, they can just abort that lap. It will just ruin those tyres, though. So one of the biggest surprises of this qualifying session so far is Mando out on an own mistake. Very, well, from what I've heard, it is very common for him to crash out. But so he will be starting from P15. Unless someone else behind him doesn't set a lap time and crashes. But Vihu coming around now to start his first flying lap of Q2. Damien the only one on soft runners. Now through turn 1, the kink, DRS wide open as you come out of there. And into the right-hander of 2, which shortly switches back into turn 3. Long right-hander. And it's not like the turkeys he's invalidated Vihu has. He's invalidated, so I reckon he's going to charge up his battery, save up tyres, go for a second lap on those mediums. Have a look at Sir Waffler now. Who's on a lap, and he has invalidated as well. Didn't realise that. Have a look. Michael Tibb is back out on those set of medium tyres. He's now on a lap. He hasn't invalidated. Will he crash out like he did before? Hopefully not.
Good point. Good point from Restyle, saying that he'd rather stay on the starting tyres until the rain comes if he can.
Yeah, that would make sense. But Damien, I reckon he will stay on those softs and just try to get far up the grid. But Michael Tibb coming through the final corner. Let's see what he can set. Is a 1:32.8, so only good enough for last of the set times. Finn just ahead of him by about 100th of a second. Sir Waffler still in the pits, and Vihu is now coming around to set now his lap, start his lap time. Because Damien nearly in the wall, apparently. We haven't got many on track, only 5, and that includes...
Oh no, now he is in the wall and he's lost his tyre.
He is in the wall, just out of turn...
I shouldn't have said anything.
Just out of turn 2, that is, going into turn 3, he has hit the barrier, as I've seen from the large camera, the large wide camera from Vihu's standpoint. So I reckon not many people are in the stream right now, as you know, had to change over in the middle of qualifying. But here we have Vihu. He's on an invalidated lap again, so he's invalidated both his laps, and that is not going to be good. Satamiki set 1:31.3 to go second. He'll now be coming into the pits on the medium tyres as well, so he's done really well for himself, this reserve driver, and I reckon he can make himself a permanent driver for next season with 3 rounds to go.
Yeah, we're going to be doing evaluation races next couple of weeks.
Yeah. So Sir Waffler just coming out the pits now. One of the only people not to set a time, him and Vihu. Vihu will be coming in. No, he's going to stay out for now his 3rd chance at setting a lap time, which will go back to him. Is
Crossfire lagging? Or is it just like
Crossfire?
Pretty twitchy. He's fine right now. Like occasionally his steering wheel's like twitching strangely.
Oh, that's yeah. It does seem like it.
Oh, ooh.
I reckon this is him then, because if it's happening for both of us.
That's really weird.
Okay, but I mean maybe his parents are using it or something, because that's usually what happens to mine. My dad gets up, starts watching one of the football games or streams Netflix, and that's when it goes. But Vihu through turn 5 and 6 now. 7. I was just trying to remember the name. I mean the corner.
You got no hope with me.
Yeah, I usually have one look at it, go through it once, and then remember it from there. apart from turn 8 and 9, I have a very photographic memory. It's the same with schoolwork. Usually,
I
don't have to study.
And I'm just like,
I don't have
so
to study. He said a purple middle sector, Vihu. So maybe the third time's a charm. Sorry. He said this isn't even his. No, it's not even fresh eyes. He has stayed out. This is his.
0 laps for me.
Because a bit of a back end loss, as I've said through turn 16. Shen M retires on own accord as he's in the pits. Maybe because that's how many lap times you've set. Because it still says 0 after that. So maybe he's got glitch tires. So 5th in Q2. So I reckon he'll be safe with a gap of 8/10. That is to JB, who is the cutoff point. Damien in the danger zone, so if one person improves, then I reckon Finn will on those set of soft tyres.
I was going to say Finn does usually get into Q3.
And he's on soft, so he reckons he can easily... He didn't reckon he could get out on using that set of mediums, or I don't think he wanted to start on used mediums. So he's going to start on the softs if he does get into Q3, hoping that the rain comes a bit earlier, maybe, than expected.
Well, maybe just try gamble it and go on the inserts a bit earlier.
Quite possibly, he could stretch those softs. It is a very low tyre wear circuit, this is, so you can easily stretch the softs for about 13, 14 laps.
So this lap is good enough, so he doesn't have to spend loads more on it.
Yeah, so he's going to try to use the least amount that he can of tyre wear, because he doesn't want to burn those out before the start of the Grand Prix. Coming through the final couple corners now. Looks like he will improve by almost a second. That's good enough for P8. So Damien is not out yet, which I thought he would have been, but Restyle is in the drop zone as well. I reckon he'll improve. I don't know how he's gotten into the drop zone, because he was up the order.
Guess his soft runners coming out doesn't help.
No, but how has Damien gotten ahead of him is my question.
True.
Because Damien's
only by a very, very small amount though.
So Damien has jumped to Restyle, and he's
the mid-purple sector
DNF. Okay, we'll have a look at Restyle then. Through the last couple corners, he's up by 2/10, so that would be good enough to get out of the drop zone, but only up into P8 if he does so. But I reckon he'll improve a little bit more. He comes across the line. It's a 1:31.5.
More than a little bit.
He goes fourth. It is very tight though. From I would have said first.
Showing off. You didn't need to set that lap.
Kid Smoke just wanted to make everyone fear him with a 1:38. He's into the 1:30s on the mediums now. He did it with the softs. The only person to do it on softs, and now the only person to do it on mediums. Kid Smoke is on the smoke today.
Someone said that in his PSGL race the other day. They were like, smoked the grid, and I was just cringing. God,
so he is a PSGL racer.
Reserve, yeah.
Reserve. Very
He's
nice.
using F9 because he uses also gears on wheels, so you can't go any higher because of the assist restrictions.
How are you? I'm sorry, but how are you using also gears?
I don't know. But then again, he's quick, so you can't argue.
I mean that, yeah, but surely it's not that hard to learn.
I do
it makes you faster.
Like, surely it's
on controller, it's acceptable. I mean, I'd say it's acceptable.
And he doesn't use traction control. How do you do that with auto gears?
Yeah, surely it would make him faster. I mean, he's doing well for himself, and you know, maybe he likes being in F9 and being able to stay really fast.
Michael nearly lost it.
Michael nearly lost it again. I just saw that from the standpoint, obviously, of restart, because I can't be bothered changing right now. Very tired. I am sat back in my chair, to be honest. Probably shouldn't. He's retired in the pits, so.
Balloon's not made it. Surprise.
Balloon hasn't made it, so another surprise. Balloonatic.
Then again, he will be starting on mediums. So.
I mean, he'll be starting on mediums either way, so... Or if he wants to go safe, even the hards, which I don't reckon should be a race tire around here. Even though they are the softest of the... these are the softest 3 compounds. It's just, it's not viable with the low tire wear and just how slow it is. Because you could easily go...
them in real life though this season.
Yeah, but that's also a longer race.
True.
Because this is definitely a soft to medium race. Or for most of the people, it's going to be medium to inters. But we have Kid Smoke on provisional pole, and the 5 eliminated will be Balloonatic in the McLaren with a 135, the only medium runner to do so. Damien on the soft, so 131.9. Michael, the Czech in the Alpine, a 132.5, so a bit off the pace on the soft compound tyres there. He did seem to lose it a lot. So Waffler in the Aston Martin, the last of the timed runners. And Mando, one of the big surprises, crashed out early before setting a lap. So he'll be starting from P15, free choice of tyre. I reckon we could see him towards the end of the race if he doesn't have a crash. Sorry. Yeah. I'd rather not stop until rain comes, restart said at 7:35, so 10 minutes ago. Sochi Merchant, apparently, restart is, or Crossfire. Crossfire Stinker, Kid Smoker said, so he's throwing out the fire. He's calling him Crossfire Stinker. Bruh, I deserve a pen for that. Deserve a pen for what, Restar?
Oh, I think he was the reason for the Michael thing. When he crashed, I think he got in the way of his lap or something, making him crash.
Oh.
100% sure.
I didn't exactly see. I don't have the pacing quality anyway, so... I mean,
Oh,
Michael...
That
Michael, you need to learn self-love, mate. JB is going to be coming out now, but Crossfire is the first, and followed closely by Shane M. He's just staying directly behind him, trying to get slipstream on the outlet, but he goes ahead as Crossfire lets him by. I think he might... They're just trying to stay side by side, tandem. To be fair, controller is Pain at Russia. How would you know? You're on a wheel. I haven't raced controller on this game. I haven't raced controller since the start of 2020.
I mean, this is my first game, so I can't really comment on much.
Oh wait, is this your first time ever racing F1 game?
I only got into F1 this season. Not a Drive to Survive fan though.
Not a Drive to Survive fan. Shane M will be the first one, even though Crossfire Strikes was the first out. Shane M will be the first to set a lap.
Yeah, he's letting someone else pass.
Yeah, so Crossfire, he just wants a massive gap, which won't come until after the second Red Bull, who's only coming through turn 13 now. But Shane M starts his lap. Let's have a look through turn 1, which shouldn't really be turn 1, but is turn 1. Now down to turn 2, brake at the 75 meter. Make sure you take all the curb on the exit without hitting the sausage, and you can easily cut turn 2 if you find the right line. I know I have. He's coming through turn 4 now, the end of sector 1. Let's have a look. It is a purple sector, so very fast from him, even though there's no one to compete. Let me get the lap time telemetry thing on.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that.
Yep. So
why does it stay on?
I don't know why either, and also the HUD keeps coming back on. But now onto the second straight. He's number 88, so is Shane's British, right?
Irish, I think.
Irish, but he is sporting the 88 of Dale Earnhardt through turn 3. I mean, not 3. That's nowhere near 3. Turn 40, 15 and 16. Yep, that is what I meant. 17 and 18 now through the final corner. Let's see what he can do on those softs. A 138. So only the second driver to set a sub 131. The only other driver being Kid Smoke on both medium. Restyle also does it with a 139. So the track is has ramped up.
Yeah, Cross is lagging again.
A 131 exactly for Sunboy. So I didn't actually see him much last session.
No, he often like either leaves it right till the end or just.
I think he set an early lap time.
Yeah.
Satamiki just behind him with a 131.03. Sorry, I got something at the back of my throat.
Remember last week, Sunboy was screwed over by the safety car.
Was he?
I think he was like first. What was it? And then he pitted, and then like 2 laps later, the safety car came out.
Restyle says, "I'll gladly take a 139." Oh, Shane M's just taken off his front wing. Going a bit too close on the inside there of turn 12. Or turn 11, one of the two. Little kinks. Kid Smoke, I'm not pressing the right button. I was trying to change person. He takes an inside approach out of turn 1 going down to turn 2. He likes to cut across at the last second, which I don't see why.
Surely that would lose time.
It does. I have tried it. It doesn't gain you any time, but you know, if he is one of the fastest, who can fault him? Through, we're riding on board, so through turn 4 now. I mean turn 5. Purple sector almost hits the barrier, and now through turn 6 and 7. There's a lot of small kinks which really shouldn't be turns, but now through turn.
It's like Austria.
Yeah.
2. I don't know how that's turned to.
Because there's about 4 kinks that really shouldn't be turned, so it should really be a 14 corner track.
This one shouldn't be a turn.
These 2.
Or is it not? Yeah,
turn 11. Oh. Yeah, that's counted as a turn. That small little.
This is my least favourite turn
kink.
in the entire game.
It is very easy to lock up and go wide. Uphill, turn 15, right, and now 16.
VBS.
Yep. Doesn't seem to lose it, so on 2 purple sectors, I reckon he will go first. Number 49, he wears a 135. 130.5. Yeah, it's so satisfying to drive a 131.0. Will he come out and improve that time, or will he stick with the satisfying number?
Taken out.
Crossfire Strike says,
Jake being ahead of him.
I hate Sochi. Oh wait, Jake's in. Oh, wow, good job, Jake. I didn't
even notice that to me.
Good job, Jake. You're here. Yeah. I hate Sochi. Crossfire says. Then Shane says, I find it okay. It's not too hard for me. And then V who says, Lamau lost 6 tenths in the last sector.
Every time you read those messages, I just want to do like a radio little noise they have, like.
So Vihu, if he didn't lose those 6 tenths, he would be in P3. Ooh.
Oh, he's in the pits. I hate when they all go in at the same time.
No, it's okay. We got Kid Smoke. And someone is coming out. That will be Crossfire Strikes.
Kid Smoke's going. Yeah, Kid Smoke's going.
Yeah, obviously. But Crossfire Strikes has now come out, so we have content, guys. Wait, I'm always wondered, why am I dark green? Why is commentator admin dark green? It looks like I'm one of the Aston Martins.
I don't think it's the same though.
It's not. It's slightly darker, but does make me think I'm an Aston Martin sometime.
We kind of ran out of colours. We have a lot of rolls.
Yeah, I understand that. I went through the same problem. Yeah, there is quite a few colours.
God. Back when Jimbo used to be in our league, he used to like flipping Thanos gauntlet for all his rolls.
Going a bit slowly, I don't think he's still lagging. Only slightly at some points,
Yeah.
but
Seems to stop as soon as he goes quick.
which would make sense because he would only go quick when it stops. You gotta look at it from the reverse standpoint. Bit of psychology there.
It's too late. When I say it's too late, it's only 9 o'clock, but you know, it's late.
It's too early.
God,
It's not even 8 o'clock for me.
Well, hell, let's actually work out how long you've been awake.
I've been up for about an hour now. I woke up about 15 minutes before the start. But Crossfire Strikes coming to start his lap. It's pretty close.
13, 14 hours.
Second to 6th is very close, only separated by about 4/10, and then a further 3 back to 7th of Crossfire Strikes. And we're not even going to count Kid Smoke because he's going to take pole here.
Just even need to worry. Oh.
JB, JB's retired. He thinks staying ahead of Finn by less than 10th is suitable. So Jake, you do you. Crossfire Strikes coming through turn 7 now. Now into the double right hander of turn 8 and 9. Shane gets out the way. Turn 10 here. He doesn't hit the curb, or the sausage curb. Takes a very tight line through turn 11, and he'll open it up for turn 12, which I have seen a lot more common. I don't like to do. I like to brake on the angle because it gives me a straighter line into turn 13, so I don't go wide as much. Oh, he's invalidated his lap and has to abort, so we'll have a look. Vihu, the only other person on a time lap right now, into turn 5, so he's just past sector 1. He's down on his previous time by
I did get a message from Jake saying how
200.
him and Finn in Q3.
How are him and Finn? So Finn will also fill. Vihu saves it. Very good save there, I must say.
Nearly hit the wall again though.
But that has ruined his qualifying, as he won't be able to get back before starting a new lap.
And his tyres will be just... Yeah.
So I reckon it'll be P8 for Vihu. We're gonna go to Kid Smoke, even though Shane is ahead of him. We'll have a look, but we'll see how much Kid Smoke can improve. He's invalidated. Kid Smoke has invalidated, so he will stay on that 130.5. Oh wait, the Mercedes of Vihu. Oh, who was that? Spun around. Crossfire Strikes. Crossfire Strikes has, because he crashed and he got in the way of Shane M. So Shane's lap is now ruined. Kid Smoke is gonna be on pole. Crossfire
improved by a 10th. He could go P3.
Oh, Sunboy. So we're gonna have a look at Sunboy. Restyle has also invalidated, so the top 3 will not improve. Can Sunboy improve? Vihu in the chat now saying, I hate... Oh no, Crossfire says, I hate Sochi again. It changes it to Sochi. Sunboy, we'll have a look. He's only up by 200ths right now, which would only be good for P4. F, the Padman, he says, can't even spell. Just decided to not turn right. He doesn't like pad, I think. To the final couple corners, he takes a very tight line there, and he stays P4. So this is going to be your grid, Satomiki, unless he can improve. He's not that far behind. And he takes a very...
Invalid.
Invalidated. So this is going to be your grid for today. Kid smoke on pole, no surprise there. And it's now disappeared, so I cannot have a look.
Let's just hope the lobby functions.
Let's hope the internet doesn't die before the race like it usually does. Kid smoke on pole, the Bulgarian man, a 130.5. Shane, the Irish man, McLaren, 130.8. Restyle, Sunboy, Satamiki, Toxic Jesus, Crossfire, Vihu, JB, and Finn. Very,
The nationalities, I meant, sorry.
Very,
all the British people are too slow.
Very, I'd say standard, apart from JB and Finn, who have sneaked their way.
And Cross, and disappointing one.
Yeah, Cross, he doesn't like pad on this track, I think, as he has mentioned multiple times. We'll have a look.
Again.
Sunboy says, good luck.
Geo, I'll be lapped after lap 5.
Geo, I forgot he was racing, not gonna lie. I'm full lock right and it gives 5 degrees. Satamiki says, bra moment. Never happening, bro, Bozo, I'm wishing you good luck. Crossfire responds, never happening at this S-hole.
Bad place.
I don't want to swear. I sounded very British when saying that. Getting ready for the lights. We have a formation lap. Kidsmoke gets away well, as he would stay ahead. We'll have a look for the people that want to just change position.
What details do you want me to have up? Because I can just have stuff up that I can just tell you, so you don't have to keep changing it constantly.
Doesn't really matter.
I'll have
I'm gonna have gap to interval. I'm gonna have interval, and then I'm gonna have not at the start. But I'm gonna have.
I'll keep track of fastest laps.
Fastest laps and penalties.
Yeah, I'll just ask me stuff and I'll just check it for you, so you don't have to bring up the menu every time.
Yeah. So yeah, no, honestly, fastest lap and penalty, I would only really ask about.
I won't put penalties on yet because I will put it on after we see the first one come up.
And we'll see what that is for. So.
Yeah, no, that strategy won't work. I hate to break it to you.
What as they said? Select your car through the menu on the right, press square, think, then you find press X or take over. Guys, I cannot race, my game says I'm in spectator mode. Ooh.
Wait, who is that? Because it doesn't normally say on the...
Nedge is not able to select his car.
Oh god, is this...
It's a glitch apparently that has happened before. So poor Nedge will probably have so very slow.
Yeah, yeah, I think our formation lap might work.
He says, okay, thanks. So he'll probably take it for, if I was him, I'd wait till after the lights have gone out and not trying to press in the clutch straight away. But
and I'd probably let my AI survive lap 1 and then I'll take over.
Honestly, same. I would rather stay at the back because he's towards the back, so doesn't matter the...
That was a terrifying lap. Honestly, same.
Well, is what is. I can't hear when I lag, but so. Final couple people lining up now, Stianza, and we'll get ready for the lights of now lap 1. We are waiting still.
I hate this game.
Wait, is it waiting for everyone else?
I'm not sure.
Can you not see the light? Lobby restart probably.
Yeah, Jake said lobby restart probably.
Okay, let me just.
I'm getting a photo of the grid now before I forget.
It just means everyone will have fresh tyres.
Actually, yeah, maybe if Ned leaves, it might work.
Ned will have to leave. Ned and Sunboy.
Sunboy?
Well, apparently, Ned and Sunboy are the people, so if those guys leave and then join back...
No, Sunboy can't leave, he's the lobby owner. Doesn't that mess up the whole lobby if he leaves?
I do not know.
I know Sunboy probably does not want to leave.
Sunboy leaves, it's a restart. Maybe it's just Nedge. So we'll wait
nice
for...
if Nedge would leave. Oh.
He has left? Still nothing. It's Sunboy. Lobby restart,
Yeah,
please
lobby
leave.
restart.
Ruben says, oh my god, why? Maybe because we were sat on the grid for quite a while. I mean, this gives everyone a chance to follow the stream, the socials.
oh, thank god I had tyres in my photo.
Good. I didn't. Can I at everyone to join the stream? In socials.
It's getting everyone to start on those times.
Yeah, obviously. The only problem is they will be fresh tyres.
Yeah, we can't do anything about that though.
Let's add where. So we will wait for a lobby to be restarted. We don't know who yet. I don't reckon we should let I don't think Sunboy should again, just in case.
Well, apparently it's because he's the one that hosts the lobby, so it's not going to be a problem. I think it's because I don't know whether it's just it's just Codemasters, isn't it?
Probably.
Oh, we have to invite all the reserves again. Woohoo!
And me. Wow. Okay, so we'll what can we do to entertain the stream while we wait? Let's have a look at my customizations. A car livery for PAFR, if it would load.
Why has Restyle tagged me in that specific message? Like, what am I meant to say to that?
To anyone watching the stream right now, wanna let me know how it is? It's a beautiful car. We've gone for a hot pink look because we wanted to stand out from the rest. And then here's.
Why would you make the race track? No.
To be honest, I say make it custom and add rain towards the end, so it's still the same. Here's my helmet. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful. The suit and gloves. It's very beautiful. I am very beautiful, I know. My podium celebration and my radio call. As always. What else can I show them? Driver profile. My avatar. Country and region.
Show them where I am on the time trial leaderboards. Definitely really high up.
Oh, to be fair, I am. Oh, we've been... I would show them my Imola time. I'm in the top 3%. Here we go. We're in the lobby now. Or Sunboy has hosted it again. I mean, everyone select the same setup and everyone select you might want to go spectator mode. Everyone has to select the same setup and everyone has to select the same tyre. Setup, we won't be able to obviously enforce because we won't know.
Yeah,
but that's just
calm down, Jesus Christ.
But that's mainly just 4 bars dry and then 3 bars light. Right. So the only person is Geo. If you're watching this stream, make sure to select that wet setup because there will be no
Actually,
cheating.
It depends if they're putting the rain on.
No, it doesn't matter. He chose it. He should have to follow it Parc Fermé rules, same as the tires. Take quali off. Shane, it's fine. We're getting ready. So 5 people watching. Don't know who those 5 are because nothing has been said in the chat. I reckon it's because it's on my channel this time instead. Which next week I'll make sure to definitely change it. I didn't have time yesterday. Yeah, we'll have a look. All 20 drivers are back in. Luckily.
We're just sorting out like weather settings.
Yeah. I'm starting to get pretty hungry, to be honest. So
I'll go grab something quickly.
yeah, I'll go quickly grab a packet of crisps or something, because is there going to be another formation lap?
Yeah.
If there'll be another formation lap, then I do have time. Or is it weekend structure? Nope, it's not. But then, no, wasn't flagged. Okay, there's a formation lap. So, I will be right back, guys. Jay, entertain them.
I'll yeah. Woo.
We are back.
Yeah, they're still doing the.
Yeah, I can see that.
The weather. Just been given a calendar. It's like calendar and equals on here. So I'll tell you right now. What's doing?
Salt and vinegar crisps, always the best kind of crisps.
Nah, cheese and onions better.
Cheese and onion, it's alright. I mean, Boris Johnson loves them.
Oh, I don't like them anymore now.
Cheese, he has, I believe there was a clip, he says, I will make sure every store has cheese and onion crisps, Mars bar, and fresh water. Fresh water was the third option behind cheese and onion crisps and Mars bars. Oh, there's some kid smokers throwing around fire everywhere. He's getting very feisty. He's saying he first responded to Crossfire Strike saying just make the weather dry to wet, and goes shut your mouth. And then Crossfire says I suggest a punishment for rudeness. Kid Smoke goes I suggest you shut the F up. And then Crossfire says I suggest we crash. Kid Smoke then replies I suggest get on my level first, then maybe. Crossfire says I suggest you get better at Bahrain. I suggest you get better at Bahrain. And then Kid Smoke says only track you're better than me.
Right, before this happens, I'm not going to the toilet, I'm pouring a glass of water.
Then goes Portimao, Imola. I'm better than both of you at Imola. Then Kid Smoke goes not Russia or Saudi Arabia.
I'm better than them at every track. Definitely.
I am better than probably everyone in the Soviet Imola, to be honest. I'm in the top 3%.
Better than Gio.
He would have a wet setup and still beat me. No, I think I'm like...
I'm filling up my jug.
I think I'm 2,000 in the world. See, I'm not. Mine's downstairs.
Well, I'm downstairs. Because if it was in my room, the Wi-Fi would be awful. Because I'm not getting a LAN cable all the way up to my room. You know, earlier when you were saying you practice like the day before your race, I have to practice way more now. Because I'm in like an F2 thing, and oh my god, it's hard enough to do some of these tracks in an F1 car, let alone an F2 car.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, well I'm gonna mute my mic and quickly eat. I think they're also sorting out the grid.
Yeah, I think that he's pretty much done.
Mm. So we have our main packet, our main brand of crisps are Smiths. They're pretty much Walkers, but Australian. And they're also
like the exact, like, are they like
no,
same brand? Or...
No, it's not like they. It's pretty
like
much
Lay's or whatever it is.
So you have the Lay's, you have this. These are more crinkled, so they're like got more dips in it.
Oh.
Instead of like the flatter kind of crisps of Walkers. Being from the UK, I do know both. They're so good though. One flavour I do miss.
Select his car. Let me send him this.
No, if there is one open spot, it will just automatically go into that, so it's fine.
Oh no, we just don't want it to mess up the custom grid. No, it's too late now.
One flavour I do miss from the packet of crisps. Prawn cocktail.
Oh, I love them.
I love them. Whenever we go back to the UK to visit my nan, we always bring over like 15 boxes, so they last a couple of years, and they don't go stale, surprisingly. But they are very good.
Let's try again.
So yeah, we just have to declare 15 boxes of Walkers whenever we come over, or my nan comes over.
Fruit keeps making these weird. Oh, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Usually there's 2 or 3 suitcases of just Walkers crisps. They probably think they're mental.
Probably think they probably think we're trying to do some like drug trafficking.
Yeah, one time they've probably had to open it and everything. They probably have to every time, but yeah, they are just Walkers crisps because we like them. Yeah.
If this doesn't work, I think we'll probably have to go to like a 25%, potentially even just 40%.
Well, let's not call off the race. The one time everything from my end is going well.
And the one time I don't have to do much talking.
Seems very cloudy, so we'll see if there's rain. We'll get told.
I think
no rain. No rain apparently.
What was their strategy saying, no rain?
Yeah.
I mean, they did start straight away.
I'm bloody fuming. Why are you fuming? Surely the dry is better. You can't turn as it is. Alright.
Oh, I didn't know we changed the weather.
I have more time to eat. It's a very big packet of crisps.
Welcome to the FNL food review.
It's okay, next week I'll have something different. Because I'll have to. Ruben lost connection, lol.
Let's start, okay,
Dropping like flies.
Let's start a cooking channel. I've got so bored that I'm just pacing up and down this room, just waiting.
Nah, I'm sat in a seat, I can't be bothered. No,
well, the only seat I have in here is a wooden chair, so it's not comfy.
In between qualifying and the race, I'll probably get something to eat, or I'll get before, and I'll just have it for in between them when there's no talking or nothing to commentate about. We'll do food review, it'll be a weekly thing, guys. Next week I'll think about what I can get.
Tires. Tires.
It looks like it.
Oh, they actually are.
Wow. Now the question to ask, Geo, is he on his wet setup?
Is he on his wet setup?
In Cuckoo-ology. In Cuckoo-ology.
He's obsessed with his footballer.
We'll get confirmation. Oh, it's Nedge C. Or Nedge K. He's on his wet setup. He has listened.
Oh.
You can pronounce his name Nate, because that's how it is. Wow. Very interesting. Guys, we have... or we are, learning today.
Aww.
No, JK, I'm gonna try. Wow, Geo. Nah.
Rain, can't really not.
Balanced with low wings. Okay. Lamau, this will suck, says Restyle, as we're gonna get ready. Will the lights go off this time? It looks like it.
Middle of the grid.
It looks like it. We have engines revving, but no lights. Wow.
Right, who is it this time?
Satamiki.
Oh, is it someone different for him?
Jesus. It's Jesus.
That's the guy that left. It's not saying his name, it's not gonna think.
It's just Ruben Jesus Toxic.
Come on, Jesus, the point is supposed to be. Things like, how are they... Oh. Yes!
Let's go, we have 5 red lights! We are underway, Toxic Jesus leads from Kid Smoke. Kid Smoke gets away well from Shane M and Restyle. Fight behind for Sunboy and Satamiki. Restyle stays ahead of Sunboy. Shane M tries to go around the outside. He is ghosted for me. I don't know if they're ghosted from each other.
Everyone's ghosting forever. Oh, who's that? Jake? Spun.
Oh, everyone is ghosted. Because they're all just going through each other. But that means Crossfire
decent?
Strikes takes the lead, and Toxic Jesus is actually leading. His AI is leading, but it's a bunch of ghosting.
What's
so
going on?
only the front people aren't ghosted. Crossfire's the only one from Crossfire and
He's ghosted
Toxic.
for me.
But Toxic Jesus, even though Crossfire takes the lead, Toxic Jesus still is on the timesheet is leading. We'll have a look at the end of lap 1. Crossfire Strikes. He has unghosted now. Yeah, it just seems multiple people are ghosted for each other. It just depends who you are.
Oh, I just realised I can't message any of the admins because they're both in the race.
It's alright. We'll have a look.
I mean, we won't count them in the timing anyway. It's just whether his AI causes a collision.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem to be just ghosting through everyone. Crossfire Strikes leads at the end of lap 1 by Kid Smoke. And then restart Sunboy Shane, who dropped down after an amazing start, getting ahead of Kid Smoke. DRS has been enabled. What?
What? Oh, lap 3?
It's lap 3, guys. We missed out on a lap. This lobby's so scuffed.
The whole game is scuffed.
Vihu, then Satamiki, Finn, Insik, Sir Waffler, Herbie, Balloonatic, Michael, Gio, Mando, who lost position actually, Nedge, JB, Damien, and Stianza, who are both in the pits, so they've obviously both got front wing damage.
Oh yeah, Jesus' car is 2 lap. Yeah, what the f this? Yeah.
This race will be a lap shorter. Insik gets a 3-second time penalty. No, a lap, because it should be lap 2.
Shush.
Well, he is a lap ahead of everyone, so this will be a 26 lap race, guys. Crossfire, the biggest winner, 5 positions. Kid Smoke lost 2 from the start. I mean, but Restart stays in the same. Even though it says he's 4th, he is third.
So Waffler's spun.
Wait, Toxic Jesus has gone actually back up. His AI is passing people or lagging in front. One of the two.
We'll have fast slaps. What is this?
It's okay. We'll take the second fastest lap. We won't take anything toxic. We'll cut him out.
I don't understand why we can't just remove him. These first few laps are just gonna be hell.
Next week, I reckon we should get a different lobby host.
I mean, he didn't do it last few races. Like Sunboy's been hosting since the start of the reset, and it's been fine. I think it's because it's that stupid glitch that's happened recently where people leave, and if they rejoin or if they join midway, it bugs the whole lobby out. Because we saw Ruben or G.
Yeah, he
left and then he joined back. Then this happened.
Okay, well, from standpoint, Toxic Jesus is still in the lead on track as well. But that's his AI, he will not be counted. Mando's found a way ahead of Nedge and Satamiki, who I believe spun because he's now not pitted, but he is at the back of those people. So Waffler had to pit at the end of that lap. Lap 2, but lap 3 we'll call it, so this is lap 4. Shane down 2 positions, same with Kid Smoke, down 2 positions, as Restyle gets ahead of him. So Crossfire, who's leading, will have a lot to say to Kid Smoke after this for bragging rights. Shane M almost gets ahead of Kid Smoke. Down the
stupid, you can't even use the leader gap thing, so it just has 1 lap.
That's why I have interval.
Oh yeah, obviously it's just annoying.
Yeah. So and then
fastest lap right now.
Shane M, followed by Sunboy, going on to lap 5. Vihu has got up a position, and Herbie is up 11. So he's made a really good start. There's someone that spun behind. I think that's Jake has spun.
Yeah.
Wonder if he has damage. Jesus gets a time penalty for multiple warnings.
Damage.
Multiple warnings for Jesus, the AI. Somehow.
How's the AI getting warnings?
Oh no, online AI are mad.
Online in this game is mad.
I don't know if he's actually joined back. But he sent it into the wall.
Oh,
I think he did join back just to crash out his car. So, it is now lap 4, guys. It is now lap 4. We are back onto when everyone unlaps themselves. We will be back to where it is.
I forgot the big safety car.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Ruben, for doing that. That has made everything a lot easier, especially from our standpoint. That means we can use gap to leader now. But we're looking, Shane M, can he get ahead of Kid Smoke? Going down, he doesn't seem to be able to for this one. The pink helmet he rocks. But almost went up the inside into turn 3, now switches back to the outside. He doesn't seem close enough. Kid Smoke is out of ERS though. He seems to already be under that 10% region, which causes the backlights to flash. It looks like he's on 9% from his dashboard. So, Restyle. Also, he has a time penalty now. Stianza has,
That's a pit lane retirement.
Maybe he didn't feel he could carry on at the pace. I can't be asked when you guys do a restart for other people. It's because I'm not an admin. There just isn't. I don't think he understands Sunboy is the lobby host and he was the one that was glitched before. But everyone passing Jesus now. Restyle. He seems to be at the back and he's gone up the inside, almost made the move, but Crossfire Strikes get a very hairy out of there. Restyle gets a run onto him now into turn 17. He's going to be able to get past and maybe even Kid Smoke follow him through, and he does. Oh no, he doesn't. He's gone up the inside. Very pushy and shovey. But he'll have to sit behind. Restyle now in the lead, but has a penalty. Crossfire Strikes down to second.
And he's left the server.
He has left the server. Oh well, is what it is. Kid Smoke still with no ERS, so he isn't saving whatsoever. He could be left vulnerable to Shane very soon. But as I said, Restart has a penalty. We'll have a look at what kind of penalty that is. That is a 3 second, so obviously for multiple corner cutting warnings. Insick has 2 of those. Nej and Geo also have 1 each. We'll have a look coming down to the second DRS straight, so possibly another overtake. Kid Smoke seems to be riding the back of Crossfire's car, trying to bump draft maybe. Yeah, he's out of ERS, so I don't reckon he'll be able to get past anytime soon. As all Crossfire Strikes darts to the inside, almost swipes across Kid Smoke, and Shane M is now onto the back as well as Sunboy, so it's very close at the front here. I would like to take part in one of these races, not going to like to see how I would fare, but I am I'll do onboard.
I am not commentating on my own.
No, I'd onboard commentate. I'd onboard commentate, so I'll go around showing my point of view. No, Balloonatic is the first person to be out of DRS from the leaders. Oh, Nej has left. I wonder if that is... He hasn't retired, so that could be internet issues. We'll have confirmation there. But as I was talking about, the top 7 all within DRS of each other, going back to Herbie. Then Balloonatic 3 seconds off. Then Finn, Insick, and Michael all within that DRS train. Satomiki by himself. Nej down 3 seconds. Then Mando, who hasn't really made up what I thought he would. JB after a spin, 15th. Damien, Geo, and Sir Waffler have all pit, so they are at the back of the field. Restyle still leads. Kid Smoke actually got ahead. I didn't notice after going through. Kid Smoke is now ahead of Crossfire Strikes, but could be left vulnerable. And now Sunboy is ahead of Shane there. So Herbie now, Herbie passed Vihu, but is out of DRS from this leading pack now.
It's just last week got over again. Restyle and Kid Smoke fighting.
I mean, Crossfire's there, and so is Sunboy and Shane. They're all there. So all the top guys you'd expect to be there. Oh. So all the people you'd expect to be there are there.
Restyle went really wide there. Kid Smoke's probably gonna get him.
Geo has spun.
Oh no.
Kid Smoke is now taken back the lead after being on pole, and Crossfire Strikes goes up the inside, so double loss of position for Restyle.
I don't know if you caught the final exit from Restyle, but he lost it and then he went into the pit wall.
I did not.
Reasons why.
I was looking because I saw a yellow flag and Geo's gone wide again, so not a good race for him.
No, would you pretend he has the wet setup on?
Yeah, we'll make it better for you, Geo. So Sunboy is 4th and Shane is 5th. Restyle after losing 2 positions. So Waffler gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, but he has also retired. I reckon that is purpose, and same with Geo. Oh. So 4 retirements.
Is Geo on track? Or was that pit?
No, they're both pits. So 3 purpose retirements all in the pit, and then Toxic Jesus, who just sent it into the barrier after his AI was a lap ahead for some reason.
And then proceeded to leave the league.
But we will not get into that. Sunboy seems to be all over the back of Restyle as he slightly drops off. Crossfire is almost out of that 1 second region. Foot pain again, Geo says, so he will not be able to race. Insect retires on track, so he has, and now it's a safety car. I don't know if that's a VSC or not, or a full course safety car. We'll find out. It's a full course safety car because I see the someone is stuck at the...
It looks like he did crash, I think.
Someone, one of the...
Oh, where's someone?
An Aston Martin is stuck at the end of the pit lane. I reckon his car will... disappear, hopefully. Isaac, or Insync says, I hate this game. It's actual bad. I want people to fix their internet. P7 to P1 in 4 corners. They're just throwing around smoke together.
Yeah, it's like half of it's the game, half of it's people having rubbish internet.
Yeah, and then cold tires, he says, F off. These two really don't like each other, I'm getting. They're just trying to one-up each other. And then Vihu said something in a language I don't understand. He says it to Satamuki, who is American, so I don't know if he'll be able to understand that Vihu.
I think that's finished. And there we go, Google Translate.
Well, I'll actually do it. I'll find out what he says.
Right,
oh, okay, we have...
Sorry, I didn't see you were close.
Sorry, didn't see you were close. Okay.
Oh, for God's sake.
What? Yeah, what? Shane dude kept ramming me in the rear with his genital area, or with his car. I haven't touched you on my screen once, Shane says. And then he goes, liar.
I think there might be a bit of desync.
And then Kid Smoke says both to Geo's comment. Sorry I didn't see you were that close. Damn. And then Geo goes,
let me watch
damn,
Shane so I can see if he hits anyone, because it could be desync. I had a trial in another league the other day, and there was definitely desync. They sent a clip. They sent a clip of me like they were watching, like one of the admins watching me, and Jed, I don't know why they tried me at Jeddah. Let's just mention that first. But you know the like banked hairpin.
Yeah.
I don't know what turn number it is.
Turn 8.
Yeah. And every time there was someone near me, I took it purposely wide because I was like, I'm not gonna cause a collision here. And then on their clip, I literally basically acted like there was no one there, and then the guy flipped over me. And I'm like, I'm not an idiot. There was no one there on my screen. I would never purposely do that, but they didn't let me in the league. But, we didn't talk about that.
And then Geo has asked Insick if he wants to play Minecraft. Marcel says pit or not. That was the question. I don't know who Marcel is.
Herbie.
Herbie. Okay. So Herbie is up to P5, so he's done really well.
Oh.
But he gets a 5-second penalty for collision, but that's probably safety car thing, so he could get that moved.
Vihu's behind him.
Well,
so that could be Vihu.
He could get that very... I mean, oh wait, no, he has to pit, so he will have to serve that.
Yeah, that's why I hate it. I wish you could have an option whether you want to serve it or not. There's a lot of things I wish they had to this game. One of them being just working servers.
Honestly. But on the safety car, there'll be another lap of this as everyone at the back is still trying to catch up. Kid Smoke and Crossfire. Some boys up into P3 after I believe someone did pit. Shane, Herbie, Vihu, Balloonatic, Nate, we can now call him instead of Nedge, Restyle.
I think he's Belgian.
I wouldn't know, I didn't see. Finn, then Michael, Jake, Satamiki, Mando's now in the pit, and Damien rounds off the field, but he will go up to P14.
Mando's pit, it'll be ages so he catches them.
No, they will end this lap no matter what.
Yeah, okay. Good.
I've got a video, Marcel, I didn't see it, but I wasn't watching, so clipped. I don't understand what that's to.
What was that? Sorry, you lagged.
Isaac has said, I got it on video, Marcel. I didn't see it, but I wasn't watching, so clipped. Then Nate says, I give up. Don't see why.
I hate how people just get, like, they'll leave over the smallest of things.
He's an 8th, though.
Maybe it's the penalties.
Maybe.
He's only got 3 seconds.
Crossfire says, look what you have done. And then goes, mind your own business. I don't give...
Just like, can we mute them? Like, once the race starts, I'm going to mute them for like 2 hours.
Because Crossfire has in fact got a penalty for hitting Kid Smoke.
Should I just do that now? Should I just mute them for like an hour?
Nah, it's funny.
Wait, Nedge retire? Oh, is he lagging or something?
Safety car is in this lap.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Nedge retire if you give up. Or Nate, give up. So we will be getting underway. Kid Smoke's leaving no room to the safety car for him to just come in. He wants to hug the safety car, kind of. Have a look at his restart, see when he goes. If you give up in the pits, I mean, there's no point if I'm not racing. He's gone very early, Kid Smoke. It does look like he's green flag running. Crossfire strikes. Drops back. He didn't anticipate him going that early. Sunboy and Shane follow him. Herbie has dropped back a bit, and Vihu has dropped even further back. Balloonatic holding Vihu, same with Restyle. Nate, who has his AI, followed by Finn, Michael, Jake, Satamiki, Damien, and Mando. Restyle gets ahead of Balloonatic going into turn 4 and now 5. We're gonna keep you updated on what happens with Nate's, whether he retires in the pit.
And getting overtaken now. He's not in the lobby, we know that.
Yeah. So a lot of lobby problems today, sadly. So we didn't get a true
I just don't get what this. It's just really bad. The servers. There's always
Really?
something different that goes wrong each week.
You can see my race has ended, and congratulations to Crossfire Strikes, who wins. After
the AI's getting over
18 minutes. It genuinely, he has a thing that says that he is finished the race, so he's got the ending. Crossfire Strikes jumps into the pits after being 1.7 seconds down. So have a look there. Sesamiki just picks up a 3-second penalty for multiple corner cuts. Somebody takes second. Fastest lap by Restyle now, 1:37. So at least Toxic will not be getting that.
Back, though.
Who takes it back? Sorry.
Shane.
Shane took it back. I did not see that. Vihu.
Just a slipstream overtake.
Oh, Shane got P2 is what you're talking about, not the fastest lap.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sunboy now down to P3. Herbie is on the back of them. Kid Smoke is out in the lead by 2.5 seconds almost. Resell has gotten back up into P4 and not far behind, and he has pitted. I wonder what tyres he is on. He's on the soft, so he'll be gone for a 2-stop. Oh, and he just turns across Herbie. He turns across Herbie. Herbie is now spun at the back. We'll have to see. I just saw them collide in the middle of the track. It could have been either. That will definitely bring up.
Last week's on track winner, but because of penalties, he went down.
So that will definitely be brought up probably in the incidents. Restyle has collided with.
Did he get any damage?
I don't know. I just saw Herbie spin.
Let me try and see.
Sunboy has dropped off Shane a bit, so Shane and Kid Smoke now come into the pit. Sunboy is the one that is going to stay on. He will take the on-track lead, but Restyle, after pitting and is now on fresh softs, will probably take that very well, right now probably. No DRS for this. No, there is DRS.
Satomiki's retired.
Satomiki has retired in the pit, so there's that. Restyle takes on-track lead and is now, well, the lead because he has pit. So we'll have to see if the others do 2-stop or if they'll do 1-stop as well. Let's get the tyres up of what they're on. They're on softs as well, so
that'll be a neat.
No, those guys will go to the end. Restyle could stretch his to the end, but he will be very worn out in the last 3 laps probably. Somebody still needs to pit, so there's that. I'm gonna get the leader.
It actually works now, doesn't it?
Kid Smoke and Crossfire Strikes 20 seconds behind Restyle, and if Restyle were not to pit, he could take this very comfortably. He could take this very comfortably. So Crossfire Strikes gets a penalty, a 3-second on top of his 5-second. We'll have a look at the penalties. He is on 6 seconds actually, so it was 3 seconds.
Spun, sorry.
Shane has spun sadly.
It's a Jake, not Shane.
Oh, Jake. I thought you said Shane because he was at the back. But Jake has spun again.
He's back now. He hasn't got any damage though because he's not fit.
Somebody still continues.
Who was that?
What?
Damien, from what I saw, unless it was. I was watching Jake, but it looks like he just completely cut across the white line.
Well, nothing has come up penalty-wise, apart from 3-second he has. But Sunboy still continues, so that is very interesting because I thought he
kind of what his strategy was last week.
What, just wait until the end and go on really fresh softs?
Yeah, I mean he was staying out for quite a while. I know that.
So we'll have a look. Kid Smoke gets a 3-second penalty now for multiple warnings. He's oh, Crossfire has gotten ahead of him, but now getting back out of turn 4. I'm gonna now switch to them. Oh, and he pushes him out wide, so a lot of barging from the two. As now,
sorry.
Crossfire Strikes and Kid Smoke. They're barging on track as well as in the chats. But Crossfire Strikes has front wing damage.
What the?
And he has spun. He has front wing damage after colliding. And
That looks like he just did that on purpose.
I know the spin probably, but he already had front wing damage. So these two have collided, and there'll definitely be some swearing in the chat at each other for this. Restart gets another 3 seconds for multiple warnings, but Kid Smoke 22 seconds behind, has to catch up and get within that 3 second region if he wants to take the win, because obviously he has 3 seconds less penalties. Yeah, so I'm looking at Crossfire Strikes. He is a lot of overstay, even though he has front wing damage. He's going to come into the pits and he'll be out of this race pretty much, out of contention.
He's currently pretty free on 5 lap old tyres.
Oh, he's retired from the session. So I now want to see his response in the Discord chat.
That's what I was about to say.
Sunboy, 2.4 seconds behind, so he's dropped back about another second on that lap after still not pitting, sorry. Nate says, I only play F1 for weekends now since I've discovered leagues, but in the past I played FIFA a lot. 21 was disappointing and 22 even more, so I gave up on it. Finn,
just gonna ignore that screenshot that you sent.
What does it say? Well, you can rip my girlfriend's throat out. What? Why would I do that? So I can... Oh. Oh. Oh, Geo. Mate. Okay, well, Mando gets ahead of V, who is now up to P4. I don't believe he has...
Yeah, I wasn't watching the race at all when I read that.
Wow, so Mando in the second Alfa Romeo of,
Shane always ahead of Kismet?
No.
Yeah, I think you
Shane was at the back. He had gotten behind, but Kid Smoke has obviously lost out somewhere. A 133.3 for him. Kid Smoke still has pretty much no ERS. Crossfire Strikes has now started the well, the feud again, saying such a lovely guy, definitely sarcastic. But Shane is now second provisionally, so
blasting his way through. So
that is very interesting, as Kid Smoke could also maybe have front wing damage after colliding. We'll have a look here.
Look like it.
It doesn't on track, but he does also seem to be gaining on restart. So restart on those older tires can, towards the end of the race, 10 laps to go. They just need to get in by 15. Shane only needs to close in by what, 13 seconds, 15 seconds or something like that. And Kid Smoke has to close in by about 18, 19 seconds.
And Shane does have the fastest lap still at the moment.
That too. So Shane is looking like one of the favourites with restart. I reckon these two are going to be one of the two to win it unless problems occur.
Return race for Shane.
Sunboy has finally pit, so he is now... He's still in the pit, so he will be quite a far behind Shane and Kid Smoke. I don't know if he'll be able to contend for a podium today. But Lunatic...
Yeah, I feel like he timed that pretty well.
Yeah, but...
Considered.
He did lose quite a lot of time staying out on those old medium tyres, but let's see if he can climb it back. He'll be someone to watch towards the end
He's come out
of the race.
Spot, so.
He's clear, about 10 seconds behind Kid Smoke and Shane. Mando, the leading person who hasn't pit.
17 lap old mediums.
I mean, most of them are on older tyres, apart from Mando, who has pit actually at the start, and I believe Finn has as well.
Yeah, Finn's...
We'll see when these guys all pit Apart from Restart is far ahead. Pit, and he's going to be getting chased down by Shane, Kid Smoke, and Sunboy for the remaining 10 laps. On to lap 19 now. Have a look if there's any close battles on track. Any people, Vihu finally pits, but that leaves a gap. Yeah, so not really much happening out there right now. It has been very eventful though, with Crossfire Strikes having to DNF after I was going to say injuries, but it's a car, it's damage and just falling way far behind. Better win now.
DNFs. He's setting his 2 fastest laps in a row from him.
So Herbie now is the fastest lap.
You know, a lot of these DNFs, at least they're not from like bad like crashes of each other.
The only one that has been for damage was Crossfire, and then Toxic Jesus, who just decided to crash himself out because of his AI. And Crossfire says, "Better win now, you donkey, Kid Smoke." So Kid Smoke now has
really love each other.
Kid Smoke now has the pressure on him to win, otherwise he will have his throat being picked at. Shane M is closing onto the back of Jake and could possibly see an overtake within the next lap. No ERS for Jake for either this lap, or he is under the 10% margin. Let's run on board. It does seem to be under 10%. So he's going to be very hindered coming out of the final corner. Michael has lost it, so he's just going to come in and he's almost going to impede Shane M. But he doesn't. He stays out the way after being slow. Now Shane M has the run on Jake. Jake gets a better exit out of the final corner, but does not have DRS, so will Shane get him after no overtake either. Down the outside, Shane goes, leaves him the space and makes the move done. Very nicely done from Shane. We have Finn in P3, I believe, has pit, so he will be probably going to the end of the race. So these guys are all, yeah, 9 lap old mediums and 8 lap old for Mando. They can definitely go to the end. Finn could be on the podium, guys. Imagine that. I don't know how much I lagged during that.
I didn't notice anything.
Good.
I was just reading a message.
So Mando looking like someone that could get on the podium. Same with Finn if he isn't closed down by Shane M. None of them have penalties, but Finn is the slower driver. Shane in the last 3 laps has gained 3 seconds, so he could get within that contention. Sunboy is
the gap on Kid Smoke's 7 seconds. I think it was 8.7 when he came out of the pits.
They were 10 seconds when he came out the pits, so he's now within 7 seconds or something like that. I don't know.
Well, the Kid Smoke might get an overtake here.
Yeah, Kid Smoke has been stuck behind Michael and Jake, so he'll probably wait for the...
Michael got DRS, so that's gone out the window.
There'll be no overtake then. Yeah, just very comfortable from Restart, it seems like. Mando has actually kind of closed in the gap because he's on fresher mediums than Restart is on softs. So those tires will drop off very quickly. There's another retirement for Damien. He's in the pit, so he just given up, and the only person... So there have pretty much been 8 DNFs because Nate's is just an AI. He is not racing.
Kid Smoke's getting painfully close.
Is he?
Yeah,
I've been just following Finn, who is now came very close up on Shane. Only 5 seconds the gap now. JB has jumped. Michael goes past in now back into P5, but JB does the switch back and hangs it around the outside, but Kid Smoke makes the most of it and is now up the inside, almost a collision. There was a little bit of wheel bang coming out of 14, but Kid Smoke lets him go because I think he feels he was a bit too aggressive there, so he'll wait for the next straight. JV will probably get overtaken, even though he has DRS. Kid Smoke getting alongside straight away. No overtake for JB already. And Kid Smoke is down the inside and ahead. He's ahead. So we now have Michael, then Kid Smoke and JB for this little battle for 5th place. Shane is now under 5 seconds to Finn, so he's almost got the podium position. Let's see if he can get Mando as well. I reckon he'll get Finn. Getting Mando is the second task.
Smoke nearly lost it again.
So Kid Smoke definitely has some kind of overheating problem with the rear tyres. If he is wheel spinning a lot. Shane M coming through to the back straight. Now, let's have a look. Is there any other battles? Kid Smoke alongside and is now ahead, so he can hopefully try catch back up. There is Vihu. He has spun Vihu out of turn 9. Have a look. Mando coming through the final corner now for just under 5 seconds. Same with Finn to the people ahead, and Shane M is now almost 3 seconds behind, so expect an overtake from him in the next couple of laps. Somebody gets ahead of Kid Smoke as Kid Smoke has to pit. Kid Smoke is in the pit. I wonder if he's going to retire or not.
Down.
I wonder why. Maybe it looks like he's got a front wing change. He has a front wing change, so he's obviously knocked it off trying to get past one of the people.
Yeah, I did see him tap. Oh no, he's some penalties as well. Oh no, that was just the pit release. No, I did see him bang wheels with bang his wing on
JB.
His wheel.
Oh.
Yeah. It was one of the two.
So he is now out of contention. So Shane M Shane is now uncontested pretty much from behind because Kid Smoke could have caught up.
You say that though, but you never know with Kid Smoke.
I don't think there is. There's 4 laps remaining. So yeah, restart coming through to.
Bad week for AlphaTauri.
Very bad week. So even after they could have wrapped it up here, it looks like the Red Bull is going to take the top spot, at least of how it stands now.
If only he had his teammate with him.
And I believe this win will put him restart if Kid Smoke stays the way he is. If everything stays, restart will take the lead of the driver standings because he is only about 14 points behind, so pretty much anything. He's not or as it stands now, Kid Smoke will definitely drop down to second. Restart will take first. Very interesting indeed.
Is he even going to get any points?
Probably. He has closed in Vihu on a second this lap.
He's one of those. He's good. He always has that like 1 or 2 spins a race that just ruin it for him. I have the same problem, to be honest. Why did he take that corner in 15?
Sorry, I'm just sorting out things because
fine.
I'm going out today, so I'm just trying to make sure everything is sorted out. My friend's asking me questions. Let's have a look. Somebody now gets ahead of Jake, is up into P6 and now P5 as he makes a double overtake. on both of them. Sadly didn't see it, but
Jake nearly pushed Michael. Oh, and he spun.
Michael has spun, so maybe after collision there.
It was. I'm just not sure. It was. Jake nearly pushed him into the pits, and then he came back, and then they touched on the corner. I'm not the best when it comes to deciding, but
I didn't see it exactly. I've been running on board with Sunboy and just saw him spin behind. Mando is actually now within 2 seconds of Restyle, so Restyle's tyres definitely are going off. Can Mando take the win here? Can Mando take the win?
Finally, could he?
Could he get a win and get out of...
get a podium?
Could Finn get a podium? Probably not. Shane is within a second of him. But yeah, so to be honest, even if Mando takes the win, Restyle will still take the lead of the Constructors' Championship. The only way Kid Smoke can stay ahead and Restyle stay in the top 2 is if he gets P8 or above.
Yeah, Kid Smoke's still quite far from Vihu.
So, have a look. I mean, the gap has pretty much stayed the same. It's 3 seconds, as it was a couple laps ago. So, Mando, he's the person. We're going to ride on board with Shane, as he's going to get an overtake on Finn probably down this next straight. He has a lot more ERS to play with. And I say a lot more, it's about 2% more. But he's got DRS and he makes the move pretty easily even before the braking point. So, easy move there up into the podium spots for Shane in 3rd. But now we're going to have a look at this battle. Can Mando take the lead and take a win away from this weekend?
These two McLarens are good on their day. It's just back in Belgium, I don't know if you saw, they crashed each other out basically. It was
very unlucky, as I think that's Michael again has spun towards the back, so he's now down to P9 as Balloontic and Herbie have both overtaken him. Mando's within a second, so he will get DRS. So he'll get DRS. Can Mando make the move now? He's got less ERS, as Restyle's probably been able to save. He's about 50%. He's been able to save as he just hasn't had to push or anything. So Restyle has a lot to play with going on to this last lap, and to be honest, he's looking like the favourite to take the win here. Kid Smoke is now 2 seconds of Vihu. 2 laps for him. Could he scrape a point after sadly getting front wing damage? And then
if I was him, I probably would have just stayed out with that damage, to be honest. He seems to be coping okay.
Same, because he got past Michael and JB. Because he would have, been able to scrape, at least 5th place. Or Mando tries to go down the outside, but got squeezed on by Restyle there.
I mean, I guess he doesn't want to risk it, but he also hasn't got very long left.
Yeah, but Restyle did kind of come across there and almost take him out.
We'll have the next DRS straight, we probably will get.
I'm gonna have a look here on my stream replay, see what exactly happened.
We're nearly at the DRS, so come on.
So now going on to almost the final P10. So he's finally taken it. We're going on to
Oh no, never mind. Penalty. I think that will keep him P10 still.
But
actually, yeah, it doesn't Restyle have a penalty, so yeah, he doesn't actually have to overtake.
Oh, yeah, so Restyle does have penalties, so Mando will probably take this win unless, a mistake in the final thing. Nate has been disqualified due to failure to use both compounds. Penalties, he's got 6 seconds, so even Shane could take P2 here. And Finn could end up on the podium.
Sharp about that.
Restyle comes around the final corner to take the win on track, but Mando is the winner for round 6 of FNL. Shane takes second, and Finn is P3 by 0.8 of a second. Restyle stays P4, Sunboy P5, Jake is now coming around the final corner to take P6. Then it'll be Balloonatic, then Herbie, then Michael, and Kid Smoke, who has recovered for a point, single point.
I've already celebrated Finn in the chat.
But finishes P11, so he will not get points today, Kid Smoke, after penalties. Great job to Mando, great job to Finn, great job to Shane after that great drive back through the field.
Restyle thinks he'll get his 3 seconds removed.
He reckons,
oh, that'll ruin Finn, wouldn't it? Oh.
That means Finn will not, but Mando takes the win nonetheless, no matter what. And it's just a matter of if Shane and Finn stay ahead with a 3-second remove. Kid Smoke says dog C word, like you, shouldn't be racing. And then I got no warnings after I got the 6-second pen. So, very good race. And yeah, Finn gets a podium, or at least for now, he gets a podium. We're going to see. So if Restyle gets his 3-second remove, he will be back up into P2.
I'm going to head off now.
So that was our race today, and just so you know, he's not Belgium, Nate is, he's Slovenian. Or Slovakian. But yeah, so that is your race for FNL round 6. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join us for next week's race.